Hey everyone, it's Jessica, and welcome back to my channel. I just want to invite you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ding the bell so that way you can get notified every time that I put a new video up. The thing I wanted to talk about today, and I actually didn't plan on doing one today until earlier. There's a lot of people on YouTube, old school YouTubers and new people. And I know that one that's really controversial is Trisha Paytas. And I don't mind her. I kind of like her. She pretty much owns her flaws and her, crazy stuff that she does. I guess I see a little bit of me in her, you know. Back in my younger days. God, that sounds old. I'm fairly dramatic and things like that. So, I sympathize, and I also deal with mental health issues and have had my share of problems. So I guess I kind of see her as a kindred spirit. And today she put up a video because she is a big My Chemical Romance fan, and as am I. Recently, Trisha has been putting up a bunch of stuff up because, they reunited. They did a concert last winter, and they're, kind of coming back up and going to do a tour and things like that, which, just absolutely makes me excited. And, Trisha Paytas is pretty controversial on YouTube. She has her haters, she has her followers. I'm just kind of, and this is how I am with a lot of people, I'm just kind of in the middle. I really, if I connect with someone that's on YouTube or musical, music wise, whatever, I appreciate what they do. I like to follow them. I don't always agree with what they do. And, Trish is definitely one of those. I wouldn't do some of the things that she does, but I like her. I kind of like her personality, and I empathize with her. I'm a big empath, and that's one thing with her that I really empathize. And she recently has been, putting up My Chemical Romance posts, and she dressed up and did Helena as a video and dressed up like Gerard Way, and these are things that she does. She did like Beetlejuice and a couple other things. I think it's cool. If I had money and was able to do that, yeah, I may just like call up and be like, hey, I just want to like make a video of this or that. It's all in good fun. It makes you happy. But she put up a video today, and I don't pay attention on social media all the time. And the extent of her haters and people, talking down to her because she was excited, she did a video or whatever, just blew my mind. Because to me, that was being very hypocritical, because you can have your opinion and not like her and stuff like that, but the emo or whatever culture you want to call it, we were the ones that were outcasts and kind of given the side eye, and we didn't fit in with everybody. And that's kind of why we all came together and loved My Chemical Romance and, some of these other emo bands or whatever it was called. We found our place. And to have all of, so many of those people who have spoken up, and that's why they listen to, My Chem's music, is because, it helps me get through these tough times when I was bullied or I was this or I was that, to turn around and then go at somebody because you're judging her, she isn't allowed to be a fan, I'm not cool with that. That I'm not down with that. Even if I hated her, and I don't, you know, I don't think that that is at all a cool way to do something. You know, how do how does that directly affect your life? And she said that that was kind of, that music was coming up because she's like 32. So that is, the music that she was listening to. That was her era. And that helped her get through stuff and meant something to her. Nobody has any right to sit there and judge and put someone down because they aren't the type of person that you feel is, has earned the right to, you know, like My Chemical Romance and be happy and talk about it and cosplay or whatever she was doing. That's hypocritical. That is you doing the exact thing that we were trying to get away from back in the day, and that's what this music helped us with. We were the outcasts. We were the, kind of off in the corner. So I had to say something, and I'm not like this super Trisha Paytas fan. I'm not, like, oh my God, I mean, if I ever ran into her, I certainly would, be like, hey, cool. I'd say hi. I like your content and maybe get an autograph or a picture. I don't know. People have gotten so damn mean lately. It's like all these keyboard warriors that, think that they have a right to judge. I try, but the stuff that she was reading and putting up that she had gotten, just some of it was just putting pictures up on her Instagram of, the band or whatever. That's just not okay. But, don't do that. We're, really going through a time where people are, teetering on the edge, and it's very easy to push someone over. But it can be, a trigger. So I wanted to come on and say something. I don't think that's cool. Be more accepting. Don't, right away raise an eyebrow and judge. It's, find out what's going on with that person. Don't just automatically tear them a new, whatever. I think that we all need to be a little bit nicer and things would probably be a little easier. But deep down, especially with the way I have felt over many, many years, but especially off and on through the past few years, having someone, having different people make me feel really, really bad about myself when it just isn't necessary because I like a band, but, I'm not like you. And so I haven't earned that right to stan that band or, whatever. I don't think that's okay. I think that, just chill out a little bit and just, kind of take a step back. And, if you think it's stupid and you don't like what she did, fine. I get it. Okay. But you don't need to comment about it. You don't need to say anything. Just don't go watch her or watch that one, Don't, do that with the sole intention of hurting someone's feelings. I just think that, especially with Trisha, she is someone who has had a lot of things have happened to her. She's gone through a lot of shit. But deep down inside, she's a sweet person. She's a good person. And she, if you ever watch her or whatever, she's huge into music and musicals and entertainment and stuff. And, it's fun watching that stuff. If you don't like it, then by all means, don't watch it, tell your best friend, vent to them and tell them how much you hate it. But you don't need to like go at her and just be like, you suck. You don't, why are you doing that? Like someone made a comment that she was being disrespectful because she kept mentioning Gerard and not the other members. And the other thing was she was completely being disrespectful to Mike and Gerard's grandmother, because that's who the song is named after, is their grandmother. What? It's not that big a deal. It's not that serious. I mean, there's just no need for it. Just stop and like take a breath for a minute and think, okay, when I say this, is this going to have some sort of big effect? Like, am I going to get some sort of reward out of this? You know what I mean? Like, is it really necessary that I need to say this? No. Why not just, put it aside and just don't look at it? Ridicule her all you want to, like, your friend or this or that, but, to go on there and just really tear and shred someone apart bit by bit, like people are doing, and that's not the only one, just in everything. And she doesn't deserve that. She hasn't done anything that would deserve that type of treatment. She's made poor choices. She's done stupid shit. I get it, but there's just no reason for that. If someone does something that you really hate and detest, if it doesn't directly affect you, just let it go. Don't go. I mean, if you want to go on there and say, hey, I didn't like this, fine. But don't go on there and tell someone to, kill themselves, or to, that they're disgusting and they should be canceled, the cancel culture. Just don't do that. There's no reason to have to be that way to each other. We need to kind of come together a little bit. So anyway, I am going to cut this off because it ended up being longer than I thought. So hopefully come back again. Like I said, hit the subscribe button and click the bell so that you get notifications when I do put a new one up. I definitely, welcome any sort of help, tips, suggestions, whatever. Go ahead and let me know. Like I said, I do have my other social medias. I'm on Facebook, Jessica Marie Weaver, and then on Instagram, I am Jessie Marie Weave, and it's JESSIMARIEWEEB. I'll start putting links and stuff if I figure that stuff out eventually. So, go and leave a comment there. So I'm just gonna, say goodnight for now. And I also did want to say today's a very special day, a very happy birthday to my beautiful, beautiful 7-year-old granddaughter, Emmeline Hansen. I haven't seen her in a while because she's still back in South Dakota, but today's her 7th birthday, and I got to talk to her, and she's getting so big, and we love you so much, Emma. And a very happy birthday to my crazy ex-husband, Kevin Weaver. I hope you had a good day, and the kids miss you, and hopefully we can figure something out soon so that, you can get back with the kids, and we can all, hang out as a family or something. So anyway, it's late. It's almost midnight, so I'm going to sign off. Peace.